Hi, my name is Jessica Dietrich, and I'm an education specialist here at Charlotte AHEC. I want to thank you for joining me for this HEC Talk about quality measures. If you have watched the other videos in this series, you have already heard about the Quality Payment Program and Merit-Based Incentive Payment System, or MIPS for short. During this discussion, we are going to focus on the specifics of the quality category of that program. Before we jump into those specifics, let's do a quick review of the Merit-Based Incentive Payment System. As a provider participating in the MIPS track, you will earn a payment adjustment based on evidence-based and practice-specific quality data you submit. By submitting information in the 4 required categories, you are providing evidence of the high-quality care you provide. As you probably recall, the 4 components of MIPS include quality, improvement activities, advancing care information, and cost. In 2017, quality measures account for 60% of the MIPS composite score. Advancing care information is 25%, and improvement activities are 15%. The cost category is weighed at 0% for 2017, but will be included moving forward. So now, let's look more at those quality measures. The quality category in MIPS replaces PQRS. Quality measures are tools that help us measure or quantify healthcare processes and outcomes. As you may have already heard, 2017 is a test year for MIPS, and your payment adjustment will depend both on how much data you submit and your quality results. By submitting just 1 quality measure, 1 improvement activity, or 4 or 5 required advancing care information measures, you could avoid a negative adjustment in 2019. To receive a neutral or positive payment adjustment, you will need to report data for 6 quality measures, including 1 outcome measure for a 90-day period after January 2017. As with anything, there are some exceptions and special situations that apply to the requirements. In some cases, you may be able to report fewer quality measures than are generally required. If fewer than 6 measures apply to the individual MIPS eligible clinician or group, then the eligible clinician or group will only be required to report on each measure that is applicable. If you are reporting on a specialty-specific measure set with less than 6 measures, then you must report on all measures within the set. The Quality Payment Program has a great tool for selecting measures. Before we look at that, let's define a few terms that will be used for selecting those measures. First, let's look at the difference between the criteria for individual and group reporting. Those reporting as an individual will report under an NPI number and TIN where they reassign benefits. To report as a group, there must be 2 or more clinicians who have reassigned their billing rights to a single TIN. Your reporting status as an individual or group will determine your options for reporting as well. When selecting the quality measures you plan to report on, you want to consider the reporting methods you plan to use or have available as well. Some measures are only available for certain reporting methods. Here are the options for individual and group reporting. Before selecting measures, you also want to be sure to choose measures that work well for your practice. A process measure looks at how well an entity provides care to its patients, while an outcome measure looks at the effectiveness of an intervention. Remember, in 2017, one of your 6 measures must be an outcome measure or high priority measure. High priority measures include outcome measures, appropriate use measures, patient experience, patient safety, efficiency measures, or care coordination. A specialty measure set is a set of measures as they relate to your specific practice. Let's visit the Quality Payment Program website and walk through what it will look like to search for your measures. You can access the site at www.qpp.cms.gov. Once on the Quality Payment Program website, click on Explore Measures. From here, click on the Quality Measures tab. Scroll through the instructions box and you will find the Select Measures search bar. When you search for your measures, I do recommend using the filters included in the search bar. If you are looking specifically for a high priority measure to meet that requirement, click on the drop-down and select Yes. You definitely want to filter by data submission method so you do not select something you will not be able to report on based on your reporting method. Finally, the specialty measures set will allow you to filter based on your specialty area. Let's run through an example. If you want to look for measures related to a specific disease process, for example, diabetes, type in diabetes in the keyword field and click Search. As you can see, 11 results come up. Let's say you want to work on diabetes hemoglobin A1C poor control. Click on the drop-down for that measure. All of the information you need is right here. As you can see, it gives you the measure number, NQS domain, measure type, data submission method, and shows you whether it is a high priority measure or part of a specialty measure set. Keep in mind, this website is just a tool that you can use to select measures, and you cannot report through this site. Now that you know how to view and select your measures, let's look at the process used for scoring. Clinicians receive 3 to 10 points on each quality measure based on performance against the benchmarks. In 2017, participants received 3 points automatically for completing and submitting a measure. A measure is eligible to receive up to 10 points if it can be reliably scored against a benchmark, has sufficient case volume, and meets data completeness. Bonus points are awarded for submitting additional high-priority measures and/or using certified EHRs to submit measures to registries or CMS. To learn more about the quality scoring, make sure to watch our Composite Performance Score HEC Talk and visit the Quality Payment Program Educational Resources page. There you will find more detailed information about determining benchmarks and how to estimate points. I want to thank you for joining me for this HEC Talk on the quality category of the Merit-Based Incentive Program. Please make sure to view the other HEC Talks in our series.
Thank you for watching this HEC Talk. Your feedback is valuable to us and will help us to bring you more information on the topics you need to know about. Please provide us with your valuable feedback by clicking on the link in the video description and answering our short 2-question survey.